guys, welcome to another website review. Today we're going to review a company called Proud Consulting, who basically offer advice and support to businesses who need help with could be cultural transformation, strategic change, supporting human resources department, and also offering advice on things like wellness and mindfulness inside the workplace. So let's take a look.
Okay, as always, we'll do a quick run through of the homepage. So we've got logo at the top, navigation, large image, scroll down the page, a little bit about the company, some user journeys here about the different services and offerings of the company, some more services here, which you can click on, little icons, testimonials from the client, and then your footer area. So let's scroll back up to the top. Okay, first off, I think the navigation is a little bit confusing just because I quite like the rollover effect with the pink. When you click it, you would expect the pink highlighted area to stay on to show you're in About Us, but actually it fades back to grey, so that's slightly confusing. I would have the on state as pink as well. So let's go back to the home page. Another thing in the navigation, it's quite strange to have a more kind of option in the navigation, especially when there's only one navigation behind that. So I would just scrap more and have the members area actually in the main navigation. Quite like schedule a call out, a nice big call out. Okay, so going down the page, we've got this image area, which is pretty standard across a lot of websites nowadays, with a strapline explaining what the business does. My usual thought on images on websites at the minute is stock imagery is now really getting dated, and especially with the technology we all have at our fingertips now. I mean, even if you can take some images of the office or the work environment or brochures or literature about your company on an iPhone with natural lighting, it will come across a lot better than using stock imagery. Obviously as well, even if it's worth spending £500 on a decent photographer just for a day to come in or to meet you somewhere in a studio where you can just get a couple of shots taken with a team or scenarios, that just makes a big difference on the website. So scrolling down, a little bit about the company here. Yeah, I quite like this. It's hard to read because you're starting to read here on the right and then it's shunting across to the left because of the position of this. So I would look at the layout here, could be a little bit better. And don't forget that people scan websites now. They don't really read this much text. So it'd be nice to bring this, maybe this should be like 3 or 4 bullet points instead of paragraphs of text here. Quite like these call to actions. I presume they take you to the relevant pages about that information. I quite like how the brand, as colours from the logo, have been brought into this section. In fact, I quite like that and would extend that across the site, because if we scroll back up here, it doesn't really do that. The colours are faded here. So I quite like these 3 core colours, and I quite like the way they're used here. So maybe we could use that across more of the site to create more of a brand experience. Yeah, icons might just need updating a little bit. They look a little bit dated, a little bit clunky. They could maybe do with being refreshed. Maybe outline icons without the purple would look better. Testimonials. Yeah, as always with testimonials, I always try and encourage the client to have an image of the person. So in this case, Ellie Moss. It'd be nice to have an image by the testimonial. It just adds to the kind of social aspect of it social proof that that is a real person, and that will help. Scrolling down the footer, yeah, I don't really mind this. Quite like the quick get in touch, because not everyone wants to go to a contact page and then get in touch. It's always handy to have it on the home page. It looks quite simple. It's just name, email, subject, etc. But yeah, quite a nice looking website with a few tips. A few little tweaks could be a nice little site. Okay.
So there you go. Hope you enjoyed the website review. As you can see, we like to keep them nice and light, just offering tips and little tricks that you can do to your website that might just make a big difference. So if you fancy having your website reviewed by me, just contact me on LinkedIn or pop a comment on the link below. Okay, see you soon.